In this lesson, we'll finish our control rig by just locking down certain controllers we don't want the animator to animate. So for all of our controls, we do want the animator to move them. We also want them to rotate the controls, but as far as scale goes, we don't want them to scale it at all. This global control, that's different. The global group, we can go ahead and leave scale, because in case an object needs to be resized, or a character, or in this case our pod racer, needs to be resized, we want to be able to give the animator the control of resizing that component. But when it comes to, let's say, our engine or even our pod control, those we're going to want to lock down the scale. So I'll go ahead and show you how to do that. We need to head over to our track view curve editor. So under graph editors, here it is right at the top, the curve editor. Another way to access it is to just right click, and there it is, right at the bottom of the list. Okay, so once here, we now need to go ahead and scroll down until we find the scale parameter, or scale track. There it is. Now it's just a matter of right clicking and choosing lock. So watch, if we now try to scale this object, we cannot. Alright, great. Now to unlock parameters, it's just right clicking and choosing the option right underneath, unlock. And now we can go ahead and scale this. You can see how it kind of messes up. It distorts our cable. So one reason why we want to do that. Alright, so I'll go ahead and undo. Then we can right click and make sure that's locked again. So we'll do the same for the engines. Go to scale, right click, lock. Scale, right click, lock. Okay, but as far as everything else goes, say the control rig is finished. Alright, we've gone ahead and locked those parameters down so we can't accidentally scale what shouldn't be scaled. Okay, the same thing would go if you if you were to, let's say, just give the animator control over the position of an object and want to lock down rotation. You'd simply right click, head over to the curve editor, go ahead and choose your zero list, not the frozen list, but the zero list, right click and choose lock. And notice everything gets locked. But if you were to unlock this, notice you'll need to go through and individually lock each controller. Alright, great, but our control rig is complete. So the next step is to get this pod racer moving. So by the next lesson, we'll get into the animation portion of this course.